Hey everyone, so we all have been waiting for quite a while now, wondering when the next chapter of Make Your Mark is gonna come out. And it already has been like 4 months since the last chapter, and we still haven't got any news on the next chapters. The only trusted source we have are some scattered leak products, which are very few, and the announcement last year showing what is coming this year, which at first I was kinda suspicious about, but y'all convinced me to trust it. So let me recall again what it's promising us. 2 seasons and 2 specials, which practically is 4 chapters this year, which does sound a lot. But after that we don't have any official news on the release date or the state of G5's production. And now recently there has been a rumor going around that chapter 4 may be releasing somewhere on June. But remember, it's only a rumor and we have no idea where it originally come from, so we can only speculate. But let us for this video pretend or imagine for a moment this rumor is true. What effect could it have? Cause I think it does sound exciting for people, but at the same time, thinking about the announcement from last year, it kinda worries me a little bit. Cause think about the releases last year and how long they let us wait now. Chapter 1 released 8 months after the movie on May, Chapter 2 released 3 months after on September, and Chapter 3 released on November 2 months later, which made me question if releasing 4 chapters this year would be still possible for them. Cause when they would release it on June instead of May, which many were theorizing about before, which yes, it's only a 1 month difference, but does give them fewer time to release since they usually release a chapter per a few months. But if they would release it earlier though, it does give them more expanding time to release. But I might be very wrong here, since productions and releases can always change. Who knows, maybe they are working long for preparing all the other chapters. So after the 4th chapter, they will maybe release the rest of the chapters a bit more frequently in schedule, like in every 1 or 2 months. This could then work for releasing 4 chapters in this year. But yet again, we don't really know, cause we have no idea what is happening behind the scenes. But yeah, this is what I think could happen or work for G5 this year. But yet again, it's only a rumor for the time being. I've also heard some people saying chapter 4 might be cancelled. But I don't think it's the case, cause why would they still release Tell Your Tale episodes and new comics to make us still active for the next chapters? And also the few leaks of products, but those are very few. But yeah, I still think chapter 4 is gonna happen. One other thing I'm worried about though is if it's worth the wait, and if the other possible 3 chapters will also happen. Cause I think they are letting us wait too long, cause they are giving us barely any news on anything. And there also seems to be a lack of new products as well, which is concerning cause products play a big part in advertising and hyping the show. So it's sad there's barely any hype around it, cause people are barely talking about it or don't even seem to care. And it also feels Netflix is pushing it much more into the background. So I feel some news and more hype is very much needed for making more people excited or interested to watch it and make it successful enough to continue. I know many people have already given up on G5 last year, but I still want to give it a chance once more for this year. And I hope they have learned from their mistakes from last year. Cause this year, which is also more or less their 2nd year, will be the true judgment for G5's future. For me. But will the future chapters be any good and improve their quality? Well, let's see, anything could still happen. Also lastly, by the way, just want to point out that I'm not trying to rush the producers, cause I do think they need some time. Like, I'd be even fine with just 1 or 2 chapters, as long as they are good enough to change my perspective and give me hope for future content. I'm just saying that G5 is in a risk for letting us wait too long and empty for the lack of any news. So we should really need some future news to at least know what is happening. But yeah, that's all what I can say for now. So that's it for the video, and I want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. And see y'all next time. Auf Wiedersehen.